What's it like having a student teacher? Or two student teachers?
Top 8 conjoined twins. Conjoined twins, or Siamese twins, are two babies whose bodies are born fused together. Conjoined twins are not the result of a genetic mutation. Instead, they may occur when a fertilized human egg that would have become twins is only partially split. Two human beings form, but a delay in the split of the embryonic layers into two separate individuals causes the twins to be conjoined. Another theory is that two embryos combine at an early stage of development. Regardless of the cause, today we explore the stories of 8 of the most bizarre cases of people who are born fused together. Number 8. Ronnie and Donnie Galleon. Ronnie and Donnie Galleon were symmetrical conjoined twins who were born fused together at the abdominal on October 28, 1951 in Ohio. These two individuals became the longest living set of conjoined twins in 2014 when they reached 62 years.
Meet their conjoined twins. Their bodies are fused from sternum to groin.
8 months and 8 days old. This was nothing short of miraculous because conjoined twins have a lower chance of survival than the general population. Sadly, many such twins are stillborn and others pass away shortly after birth.
And they've never known it any other way. They've got sharing down to a fine art.
But Ronnie and Donnie survived, although they weren't allowed in school due to fears that they would be a distraction to the other students. The twins became sideshow hits and made a decent living doing so. Connected straight down the abdomen, the pair had two of almost every body part, one for each individual, except they shared one colon and one dude down there.
Just think of it. For 54 years, they have been together every second of every day.
The world's longest surviving conjoined twins passed away July 4th, 2020 at the age of 68. Number 7. Lori and Reba Chappell. Lori and Reba Chappell are craniopagus conjoined twins, two people who are born connected at the very head. This presents a difficult challenge for medical professionals who wish to separate conjoined twins so that they can live as individual, independent people. Craniopagus conjoined twins only occur in 1 out of every 2.5 million live births and represent 2 to 6% of all cases of conjoined twins. Like Lori and Reba Chappell, these types of twins often share parts of their brain and cannot be separated. Lori and Reba had to spend their lives attached to one another at the head. Despite this, Reba, who also goes by the name George Chappell, went on to become a country singer and enjoyed a bit of an audience for a while. Number 6. Laden and Layla Pajani. Born in Iran in 1974, Laden and Layla Pajani were one of the saddest cases of conjoined twins ever to live. They spent their entire lives wanting to be separated. They were craniopagus conjoined twins fused at the side of the head and also shared some of the brain. Citing the fatal risks, doctors in Germany refused to do a separation surgery. However, the twins found a team of doctors willing to perform the high-risk operation in Singapore. One doctor said that the team had begged the twins not to go through with the surgery. Their adoptive father claimed that the doctors had insisted on the surgery, while their adoptive mother said that Laden was adamant about undergoing the procedure. Layla was scared. Unfortunately, both twins passed away of surgical complications at age 29. Their passings were not wholly in vain though. Much was learned from a medical standpoint during the operation. Number 5. Abby and Brittany Hensel. Born in 1990, Abby and Brittany Hensel are dicephalic parapagus twins. This means that they share one body yet have two separate heads.
How the students would respond because it's such a unique and special situation.
Let's start out with factors and multiple.
They have two minds with individual thoughts and different experiences in just one body. Considering the rare condition, these girls from Minnesota live fairly regular lives. Each even obtained a driver's license, which they had to do separately while sharing the same body to operate the vehicle.
What's it like having a student teacher? Or two student teachers?
If like Abby was talking to one person and like
They both passed the test. The two have been very open about their condition and even had their own television reality show at one point. Interestingly, each twin controls one half of their body.
Last semester of our senior year of college, we've been student teaching and wrapping that up and trying to hang out with our friends as much as possible.
So to perform daily tasks, they have to work in unison.
Well, we don't talk to each other or anybody, or just do what we gotta do and that's it. Yep.
Using their respective portions of their body to accomplish something that, for instance, requires two hands. They are teachers.
We try to get up around 6:45, and then we try to leave for school by 7:50.
Number 4. Masha and Dasha Krivo-Shlapova. Masha and Dasha Krivo-Shlapova were born in the former Soviet Union on January 3, 1950. As Ishopagus tripus conjoined twins, they were fused together at the waist with their bodies contorted into a 180-degree angle. They had two sets of almost everything. However, they only had one pair of legs shared by both. From the waist down, it was as if they were one person. From the waist up, they were two different people. But their tale became dark and tragic when they were removed from their mother's care by Soviet authorities shortly after birth. Eventually, the twins became test subjects for government's medical authorities. To see how the girls would react, they were subjected to experiments that led to near fatality, like extreme temperatures, isolation, and sensory deprivation. Eventually, they developed vastly different personalities that simply clashed. Dasha tried to hang herself at one point when Masha, the more dominant personality, wouldn't allow a relationship between Dasha and her lover. The pair passed away in 2003 at age 53 when Masha had a heart attack. With a shared circulatory system, Masha's decomposing body gave Dasha blood poisoning. Number 3. Connor and Carter Maribal. Connor and Carter Maribal were conjoined twins from Florida who were successfully separated by surgery at only 5 months old.
1 year ago, we had that very successful separation operation. I'm so glad.
The twins had been connected by the stomach, but they also shared a liver, parts of their intestines, and bile ducts. Even so, a team of surgeons managed to divide those shared parts, giving the boys a good chance of survival after the operation.
The team is what made it work. University of Florida, Nemours Children's Specialty Care, and Wilson Children's Hospital.
That doesn't mean the procedure was without risk though. The boys' chance of survival was only 25%. Fortunately, they made it through the surgery. Thanks to advances in modern medicine, conjoined twins now have a greater chance of being successfully separated and living relatively normal lives.
All proved to be an optimal way in which to take care of these two boys.
Number 2. Arthur and Heitor Rocha. In Brazil, Arthur and Heitor Rocha were born connected at the abdomen. These brothers were also featured on television and became quite popular. They shared a liver, intestine, and bladder. For 5 years, the brothers remained attached, but Heitor's weight was pushing on the spine and internal organs of Arthur, so their parents opted for separation surgery. Sadly, Arthur passed away from the operation, as we're reminded of the tragic reality that is such risky surgeries sometimes lead to the passing of one or both twins. Number 1. Chang and Eng Bunker. Chang and Eng Bunker lived extremely unusual lives, even by the standards of conjoined twins. They are largely considered the original Siamese twins, an alternate term for conjoined twins that came about because the Bunkers were from Siam, modern-day Thailand. Born in 1811, the twins were brought to the United States in 1829 to perform in circus sideshows. Initially, the two were exploited like slaves. Some Westerners saw in the Bunkers nothing more than the ability to make lucrative profits from a rare condition. Eventually, the Bunkers were able to break free from their managers, who kept all the money from their twins' performances, and became citizens of the United States. Acting as their own managers, the twins became quite wealthy. Each of them married and had several children. In fact, Chang had 11 kids and Eng had 10. In the end, Chang suffered a stroke which paralyzed him. Eng had to drag Chang around with him until Chang passed away in 1974 at age 62. Eng passed away a few hours later. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.